help us break down the results that we have from exit polls, the implications for the president. Clearly, we're seeing some concern from investors in terms of what they see this meaning for the reform agenda.
Hi. So this was indeed a crushing defeat for President Yoon Suk-Yeol. We are still waiting for the final vote count to come in, but it seems pretty clear at this point that the opposition, led by the Progressive Democratic Party, will gain at least 170 seats in the 300-seat parliament, while Yoon's Conservative People Power Party will get somewhere between 100 to 210 seats. So while this was a parliamentary vote, it was widely viewed as a referendum on President Yoon. And what these results are telling us is that voters think that there is a problem and the president needs to change his approach to it.
It's sort of hard to isolate on a day like this, given the US inflation print that's also weighing on equities today. But still, given some of the movers we've got so far in the session, it does signal that there is some concern about this major election defeat and the impact that it's going to have on some of the reform initiatives.
Right. The vote took place at a time when inflation is still high in South Korea, with the economy slowing down. Yoon has been pushing for a number of pro-business policies, such as cutting corporate taxes and taking a hard line on labor unions to tackle these issues. But without the parliamentary backing, it will be definitely more difficult for Yoon to press ahead with these policies. The stocks and the won have already been retreating over concern that left-leaning opposition will score a major victory at this election over Yoon's party, and the benchmark Kospi index fell as much as 1.6% this morning.
You know, we're hearing about a potential trilateral summit between China, Japan and South Korea at the end of May. This would be the first gathering for the three powers in almost 5 years. How does it change South Korea's position on the global stage and the ability, I guess, to push forward foreign policy, the global implications here?
Right. One thing to watch for was on North Korea, but North Korea stayed relatively quiet over the election this year. But regardless of the vote results, Yoon is likely to maintain his hardline policy on Pyongyang and continue stepped-up cooperation with Japan and the United States. What he will have to face, though, is increasing concern from his overseas partners over policy continuity, because South Korean presidents serve a single 5-year term that cannot be extended.